Good afternoon, Jonathan Camarda, Chief Investment Officer. Hopefully you're doing well. And really just a recap over the last 2 weeks as we have moved from an inflationary environment to recession, perhaps. And we've seen two things that make us know that this is probably the case. The precipitous drop in energy prices, which many of you have done very well this year in, last couple of weeks aside, and then also on the Hill this week after the Fed speech last week, where Jerome Powell said that recession is a possibility, quote unquote, which means, folks, we are already in it. Just if you want to read between the lines in the code, welcome to recession land. So what have we seen? Well, first of all, the large money has dropped energy. So it went from the hottest sector out there, no pun intended, to an ice cube. So you may have noticed that, again, for the most part, we have extricated ourselves from the energy sector. And in what we've done in this bear market rally, yes, it is a bear market rally. However, with recessionary winds, even the slightest of them, technology and discretionaries have started to outperform. So we've just tiptoed into sectors that we haven't been in a while to capture potentially some of the short-term uptrend. Otherwise, in a bear market rally. So again, we still hold a lot of cash, so pretty hedged because again, we have on the downside capture ratio if you get an analytic, which means we have done very well versus the indices year to date on the downside. We don't want to lose a lot of that alpha by being too aggressive, but at the same time, we do want to capture every ounce of proverbial water in the desert we can. So as a quick recap, we again have done well in energy all year, have removed that from the equation for the most part for most of you, and have just taken a tiptoe into technology and discretionaries, if we dare, which we haven't been exposed to really in the last few months. Again, bear market, we're having a rally. If it continues, I'd like to see the market push above certain resistance levels. We'll leave it at that. If so, we'll continue to add to the exposure. And that's the true beauty of the platform, folks. Play defense, but then again, you don't want to fall asleep on the downside. Nobody rings a bell when the market hits the bottom. So the only way to start to capture some of that upside is to tiptoe in, and then if proven otherwise, you have to be quick and disciplined on your exits. With that being said, again, as a summary for those that just want a box score, energy out, small technology in. Jonathan Camarda, appreciate your time, your patience, and most importantly, your trust. Until next time, stay frosty.